Hello everyone, in this video we will discuss the in-text question of chapter 3rd class 10 science metals and non-metals. So the first question here, why sodium is kept immersed in kerosene oil? So answer here is that sodium is very reactive metal and combine explosively with air as well as water and hence catches fire if kept open. Therefore, to prevent accidental fires, it kept immersed in kerosene oil. We can say that it does not react with kerosene oil, and if it come in contact with air and water, it reacts very vigorously and catches fire. Hence, to prevent these accidental fires, we always immersed it in kerosene oil here. Now the next question is, write the equation for the reaction of iron with steam. Now iron here is Fe and steam will be H2O, and in bracket we have to write the symbol for the water because it is a steam here, so we will write gas here. So this is the equation, that is Fe reacts with water, but here we have to mention that it is a steam here, so we will write G symbol here. It is forming Fe3O4 and release hydrogen gas. Now in order to balance, since it is Fe3O4, so here it is 3, so we will write 3 in front of Fe. Similarly 4O, so we'll write here 4H2O, then O will be balanced here. Now in order to balance the hydrogen, we just multiply this hydrogen by 4 here. So this is the reaction. What happened when iron react with steam? It forms Fe3O4 here. Now the next part here is, what happened when calcium and potassium reacts with water? If we say about calcium, calcium is a metal will reacts with water forming calcium hydroxide and release hydrogen gas. Now in this case, this hydrogen gas is attached to the surface of this calcium and hence it starts floating here. So in the solution, calcium hydroxide is formed and the hydrogen gas is attached to the surface of the calcium, so it starts just floating in it. So what happened when calcium reacts with water? It formed calcium hydroxide and release gas. And if you have to mention what happened to this hydrogen gas, so it attached to the surface of this calcium and it starts floating here. Now the next part here, what happened when it reacts with potassium? So since potassium is more reactive element here, so it reacts with water forming potassium hydroxide. Now here heat is released here. Hydrogen gas which is liberated here, heat energy also liberated in this part. Now in all the three parts, metal is reacting with water, but it reacts with different pace. Potassium is the most reactive, hence heat energy is released. In case of calcium, it starts floating, hydrogen gas released, but it starts floating. And in case of iron, it only reacts with steam here. Now next question here, sample of 4 metals A, B, C, D were taken and added to the following solution one by one. The result obtained have been tabulated as follows. So these are the result which is tabulated. They have taken 4 solution: iron sulfate, copper sulfate, zinc sulfate and silver nitrate solution. Now for this question we must learn first the reactivity series. Then only we can solve this question here. So this is the reactivity series starting from potassium to the, we can say, the platinum here. So this is potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, nickel, tin, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, gold and platinum here. So ट्रिक है लर्न करने की, कल नई कार मांगी ऑल्टो जैन फरारी. ठीक है, फिर से, कल नई कार मांगी ऑल्टो जैन फरारी, नी सुना, दिस इज निकल, दैट इज नी सुना, प्रॉब्लम है क्योर होगी अगर ऑडी प्लेटिना. सो ऑलरेडी ये ट्रिक मैंने चैनल पे अपलोड की हुई है, एक सेपरेट वीडियो में रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज़ है और उसका लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में गिवन है आपको. तो ये तीनों ही चैप्टर में इंपॉर्टेंट है, स्टार्टिंग चैप्टर 1, चैप्टर 2 एंड चैप्टर 3. अगर अभी के क्वेश्चन से अभी हम इसे कोरिलेट करें, सो जो हमें डाटा गिवन है, इफ़ the first column is iron sulfate here, this is the iron sulfate, so iron sulfate showing only reaction with B and all other 3 elements not able to show any displacement reaction. So by this we conclude that only B element is lie above iron, all other, that is A, C and D, lie below the series here. So again I am repeating, जो आपको डाटा गिवन है वो कुछ इस तरीके से है, दैट इज आयरन सल्फेट के साथ सिर्फ बी रिएक्शन शो कर रहा है, ए सी और डी नहीं शो कर रहे हैं. तो इसका मीनिंग ये है कि रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज में है, इफ आयरन इज प्रेजेंट हेयर देन बी लाई अबव द आयरन and rest of the element A, C, D lie just below the iron here. So here we do the first question, and what is the first question is which element is the most reactive element here. So ये first data से ही हमें clear हो गया, since B element able to displace iron and no other element able to displace, by this we conclude that B is the most reactive element here. Now the second part here, what would you observe if B is added to a solution of copper sulfate? Now here it is B which is added to the copper sulfate. तो अभी हमने ये डिस्कस किया कि अकॉर्डिंग टू रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज जो बी एलिमेंट है दैट जस्ट लाई अबव द आयरन पार्ट है. तो ये जो हमारे पास रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज है, इस रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज में बी कहीं भी आयरन से ऊपर एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है, और अब हमने उसको ऐड किया है कॉपर सल्फेट, तो कॉपर आयरन से नीचे लाई कर रहा है. अगेन that B element will able to displace this copper from the copper sulfate solution. So here is the blank which is given here. What happened when B is placed in a copper sulfate solution? Then it will able to show the displacement reaction here. Now the next part of the question here, arrange the metal A, B, C, D in order of decreasing reactivity. So from the first reaction we have concluded that B is the most reactive. ठीक है, अब कॉपर सल्फेट को सिर्फ A ही डिस्प्लेस कर पा रहा है, C और D डिस्प्लेस नहीं कर पा रहे, विच मीन्स अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज नाउ A मस्ट बी लाइंग अबव कॉपर. ठीक है, क्योंकि सिर्फ A ही डिस्प्लेस कर पा रहा है, C और D नहीं कर पा रहे, विच मीन्स कॉपर से नीचे C और D लाई कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, सो अभी तक ये निकला कि B आयरन से ज़्यादा रिएक्टिव है, फर्स्ट पॉइंट. सेकेंड, जो A पार्ट है वो कॉपर से ज़्यादा रिएक्टिव है, विच मीन्स इट लाई बिलो द आयरन बट अबव द कॉपर पार्ट. बट C और D क्योंकि कॉपर को डिस्प्लेस नहीं कर पा रहे हैं तो लेस रिएक्टिव हुए. अब C और D में से लीस्ट रिएक्टिव कौन सा हुआ? So now comes the third part here, that is C able to displace the silver nitrate but D silver को भी displace नहीं कर पा रहा है. So now silver lie here. अब now C is able to displace silver but D not able to displace silver, which means जो C है वो सिल्वर से ऊपर कहीं लाई कर रहा है और जो D एलिमेंट है वो सिल्वर से नीचे हुआ, which means सबसे लीस्ट रिएक्टिव कौन सा एलिमेंट हुआ? D है. So again I am explaining in the first part, since B able to displace iron sulfate, so according to reactivity series that B must be lie above iron, so B will be the most reactive. Now the second position is goes to here, that which element able to displace which element. Now for example A is able to displace this salt copper sulfate, which means A lie above the copper sulfate here. A is lie above the copper here. So now the next reactive element is the A part here, but C not able to displace copper, D not able to displace copper. What does this suggest? That C or D lie below the copper solution here. That is copper element के नीचे C और D lie कर रहे हैं. अब नेक्स्ट पार्ट आया जिंक सल्फेट. जिंक सल्फेट के साथ कोई भी रिएक्ट नहीं कर पा रहा. फर्स्ट का तो चलो बताया नहीं, बट बाकी तीन रिएक्ट नहीं कर पा रहे, विच मीन्स सभी एलिमेंट बी सी और डी जिंक से नीचे लाई कर रहे हैं, विच मीन्स या तो वो खुद जिंक है या जिंक से नीचे लाई कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि एक आयरन को बी एलिमेंट डिस्प्लेस कर पा रहा है, विच मीन्स बी इज जिंक है. वो पूछा नहीं गया है बट यहाँ से ये कंक्लूड होता है कि वो जिंक है, तो जिंक को डिस्प्लेस तो नहीं करेगा, तो इसलिए यहाँ नो रिएक्शन दिया हुआ है. ठीक है, अब आ गया लास्ट पार्ट सिल्वर नाइट्रेट वाले रिएक्शन से हमें क्या कंक्लूड हुआ. देखो यहाँ पे अगर हम इसको फिल करें तो यस यहाँ पे ये डिस्प्लेसमेंट शो करेगा बिकॉज ये तो आयरन से भी ऊपर एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है, ठीक है। ये क्योंकि कॉपर से ऊपर एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है तो ये सिल्वर को भी डिस्प्लेस करेगा, ठीक है। ये ब्लैंक है, पूछा नहीं गया पर आप ये भी एक्स्ट्रा कर सकते हैं। अब अगला पार्ट आया कि आउट ऑफ सी और डी विच वन इज मोस्ट रिएक्टिव। सो जो डी है वो सिल्वर नाइट्रेट को भी डिस्प्लेस नहीं कर पा रहा है, विच मीन्स वो सिल्वर से भी नीचे लाई करता है। सो विच मीन्स लीस्ट रिएक्टिव विल बी ए and the sequence will be B, A, C, D, where B is the most reactive and D is the less reactive here. So for the writing part, in the first part we have to write that most reactive is B as it able to displace FeSO4, hence it lie above Fe in the reactivity series. B part, what happened when B is added into copper sulfate? It will show the reaction, it will show the displacement reaction. In the third question, we have to arrange them in decreasing order. So here is the most reactive and here is the least reactive. Why D chosen as least reactive? Because it's not able to displace even the silver nitrate. Why B is most reactive? It able to displace the most reactive element here, iron, not the zinc but the iron, which means it is the most reactive out of these four elements here. And for the in between, for the A part, since A able to displace copper sulfate, hence it is more reactive than the C or D, but less reactive than B here. Next question, which gas is produced when dilute HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, is added to a reactive metal? Write the chemical reaction when iron reacts with dilute H2SO4. So here we have to suggest which gas is produced when HCl is a reactive metal. So then hydrogen gas is produced, and now we have to write the equation what happened when iron react with H2SO4. Then again it is forming the ferrous sulfate, that is FeSO4, and the gas which is released here is the hydrogen gas. So this is the answer. For the first part we have to write the hydrogen gas, and for the second part we have to write this equation here. Now next question, that is what would observe when zinc is added to a solution of iron sulfate? Write the chemical reaction that takes place. Now zinc and the iron, now, according to reactivity series, zinc is more reactive than iron, which means this more reactive element can easily displace iron from the salt, and hence it is forming zinc sulfate and iron is released here. So it is all based on the reactivity series. We can say in the reactivity series, zinc is most reactive than iron, so it can easily displace iron from its salt solution here. Complete solution of the in-text part. Why sodium is kept under kerosene? Write the equation for iron, potassium and calcium. Then the reaction based on the reactivity series. Name the gas evolved, then metal react with acid, then hydrogen gas is evolved. What happened when zinc is added into ferrous sulfate? Displacement will take place, and it all depends upon this reactivity series here.